Hi everyone, it's Fiona Edgar here. This is a quick video because many of you have requested that I tell you how to do a ritual with the gods, how to give offerings to the gods. So I actually run a page on Telegram, Thor World Prayer Day and Frigga World Prayer Day. It's really more of a ritual day than a prayer, of course, but I wanted to name it the same as the Odin World Prayer Day, which was created by my friend Anders. So what should you do? First things first, you need to get your stuff together. What you'll need is a statue of the god or goddess that you're giving offerings to. If you don't have that, you can use a picture or even a stone that you find somewhere. Will do in the meantime, just something that has the energy of that god or goddess, or represents them in some way. So you will need to have, now this is for the Nordic gods. I always give offerings of mead. If you don't have mead, you can use red wine. I often use that because mead doesn't last long in my house, or some good quality alcohol, whiskey, etc. You can give food if you want. Now you will need some incense. What kind of incense? It doesn't really matter. You don't really need to overthink rituals, or offerings. So I personally prefer to use natural incense, which I source from Ireland. It is by a company called Earthworks, but you can use any natural incense. So you will also need a candle or some form of sacred fire. And you can put anything else. If you have an altar, you can put symbols. I have a valknut that is like made from brass. It sits there. I've also got a Thor's hammer and stuff like that. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to cast a circle. Okay, why? Because you want to keep, it's like a door that closes, that keeps anything negative from coming into your ritual. Now you don't want to miss this part because it can be dangerous. You can have stuff that comes in that you don't want. Even some of your ancestors could come in and they can cause trouble. One time I did a ritual, I was lazy and I didn't cast a circle, and then I had this activity in my house and I realized it was an ancestor of mine, and he was like this toothless old alcoholic. I could smell alcohol in my home, and he turned my coffee jar upside down in my kitchen. Now, he was being playful. He wasn't malicious, but I banished him anyway because he was shouldn't have, he was annoying and he shouldn't have been there. So you need to cast a circle. Now, first of all, you want to clear the energy in the room that you're using. Now, I ring a bell 9 times, okay? Or you can waft it with some kind of smoke, or do something to clear the energies from that room. Then you cast your circle, okay? So what I do, I stand in the middle of the room, use my right hands and go visualize the energy coming from my finger and simply draw a circle. For me, the circle is the color blue. I don't know why, but it just is. Okay, now sorry that I'm just recording this like this and not having fancy camera work and a soundtrack and all kinds of stuff. I don't know how to do any of that stuff, so I'm just doing it this way so I can tell you because you keep asking. So cast your circle. Anyone that is involved in the ritual, including yourself, must be inside the circle, right? And they must not leave until after the ritual is over. So then what you can do is you go over to your statue. Personally, I would always say some words to Odin. Invoke Odin, ask him to protect, the circle and the ritual. So I do it, it's very loose, it's very intuitive. Then I light the sacred fire. Okay, then I will say some more things. It depends if I'm asking them for something or just doing it for the good of the folk or the tribe in general. And then I will give my offerings. So you can do this in a simple way, or you can do it in a fancy way. Then I will probably say some more things, read out some poetry or a verse or whatever it is that connects me to the God that I'm, giving the offerings to. Then I will probably spend some time in meditation. How long? Usually not very long, because I don't have a very long attention span and I can't sit still for long because I have a stellium in Gemini. So meditate, usually look out for some messages, or, sort of clairvoyantly. Odin in particular gives very strong messages when he's there, if he has, something to say. Then when you're going to close, so you will say something like the ritual is ending, thank the gods and goddesses, thank your ancestors. Before you do that, I forgot to add, you pour some mead or the alcohol, you raise a glass, you toast your family, your tribe, your kin, the gods, the goddesses, the folk, anything else, and you take a sip and you pass it around the circle 3 times, and then you put it back in the altar. So then when the ritual is ending, you can also say that if you give license to depart, every entity that, or spirit or god or goddess that has been in that circle and that you're working with the ritual, say goodbye. And then to end the ritual, what you need to do is you need to, of course, close the circle again. So you will, this is the way that I do it, and this works for me, okay? You will go anti-clockwise with your finger and visualize the circle, whatever color it is, disappearing. Now, sometimes I will include algae runes in my circle. So I will draw energetically the rune algae, and then I will make a circle with it. So I'll draw 4 connected by a white line. So you can do that or not do that. The important thing is that it feels natural. You will, of course, might stumble over your words and do some ritual bloopers and, silly stuff, pronounce words wrong, all of that. It doesn't matter. The gods don't mind. It's the effort, it's the energy, it's the intent of the ritual that you're doing, and then that is it. So you can spend on as long as you want on it. The important thing is that it's protected, that you give offerings, because we're not Christians. We don't beg to the sky and expect things to happen. It's an energy exchange. You have to give energy to receive energy. The incense is important because it sort of is a vehicle that will send the energy of the offerings into the realm of the gods. And that is really it. So if you're looking for some good books on ritual, if you're part of the heathen path, Ausatru, whatever you want to call it, you can. There's a really good book by Ron McVan, and it's called Votan's Holy Rites and Rituals. It basically has every ritual that you would ever need for the entire cycle of the year. So have fun with that. Just remember that it should be intuitive, it should feel natural, you should always keep it protected. Only invite people that you trust into the circle to do the ritual with you, otherwise their energy might be a bit tricky, and you don't want that sort of colouring things. So as far as rituals go, I do a ritual with Odin on the 9th of each month. I do a ritual with Thor on the first Thursday of every month. I do a ritual with Frigga on the full moon. As for Freya and Freyr, I have an altar for them in my bedroom, and I probably will give offerings to them once a week. Okay, because that's just what feels intuitive to me. But you don't want to start and say, okay, I'm going to do this every week, and then you don't do it. So once a month. If you want to connect with them any other time, then it doesn't matter what time of the month, what day it is. The planetary hour doesn't even matter that much. If you feel like you need to do a ritual, then do a ritual. Let's say you needed to ask for protection. You can do that anytime, okay? So that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say. It's short and sweet. Now, if you join the Odin World Prayer Day group, I'm pretty sure that Anders has pinned a ritual. This is on Telegram. I don't use any other social media apart from Instagram. And if you join the Thor World Prayer Day, I'm pretty sure that I have pinned one also to the top of the page. So have fun with that. Let me know if you have any questions, and bye for now.